Welcome to the Hyper Growth Zone podcast. This is your go-to resource for personal growth, mastering communication, and influencing and persuasion techniques that will help you unleash the full potential of yourself and others. Here is your host, Alex Morgan.
Welcome back. This is episode 22 of the Hyper Growth Zone podcast. My name is Alex Morgan, and I'm a master trainer of hypnosis and NLP. And today we're going to talk about 5 different things that you want to have to include in your long-term success plan. Because the thing is, not only do we want results now, we want results tomorrow, a month from now, 6 months from now, a year from now, 2 years from now, 5 years from now, 90 years from now. A lot of people think, well, if you have a success plan for 90 years, isn't that a long time? Maybe I won't even be alive. Imagine, though, if you had goals that you set that far out into the future and then you started achieving them much quicker. What would that do for you? And what would that allow you to do? So if you can set big goals and actually consider the things that you want within those goals, the things that you want to actually have long-term success. So when you're listening to this, think about also what success means to you, because success can mean something different to every person. So in order to actually have success, what things might you need? That's what we really want to think about. So let this just sink into your deeper mind. So let it allow just to create suggestions in your mind so you can actually have success. Because if you can focus on having these things all the time and allowing them to actually benefit you and actually believe in you, then you're going to end up getting what you want. So the first thing that you actually want to have to achieve long-term success, so to have this in your long-term success plan, is you want to have health. Because without health, what's really going on? Not much. You're nothing without your health. I know me, when I'm sick, I definitely don't get the same amount of things done. I don't focus as much on what I'm wanting to do in my business and my personal and my professional life, and even in my relationships and things like this. Everything, once you get sick, it takes a back seat to your health. So the most important thing, if you continually want to achieve more and more, I suggest really having optimal health. So that's up to you, whatever you want to do. I do a little bit of exercise every day. I lift some weights. I get outside. I go for walks. I eat pretty healthy. It's up to you. I did have an episode a few episodes ago with Justin Kopit, and he discussed some different things that he's doing, who he learned from someone who is into biohacking. So if you want to listen on some things there, we're not giving necessarily any medical expertise or advice. However, I think it had some good suggestions of how you can actually feel better. And one of the easiest ways to have better health is to make sure you get a really good night's sleep. Now, before I got into hypnosis, my sleep, it was kind of hit or miss. Some nights I would sleep really good. Other nights I wouldn't sleep so good. So getting a good night's rest, so getting at least 7-8 hours of sleep, don't try to cheat your sleep. There's no need to do that. Don't think, oh, I have to work all the time. Oh, team no sleep. Oh, I'll sleep when I die. No, you must get good sleep every night. Because if you get good sleep every night, then you're going to wake up refreshed. And the best thing about getting all that sleep is you can actually achieve lots of success when you sleep. Because the main directive of the unconscious mind, the things the unconscious mind does, is it's there. It's always running in the background. So how do you think you're breathing? How do you think your blood is pumping when you're sleeping? How do you think you actually feel refreshed and alert and have energy when you wake up? It's because of your unconscious mind. Your unconscious mind has the blueprint for perfect health. And your unconscious mind is there to run and preserve your body. So in order to have really good health, you need to get a good night's rest and set the intention that your unconscious mind is going to be working for you and with you to give you this. Because if you're not getting a good night's sleep, then your unconscious mind is stressed out over different things and it can't focus on its main directive, its main intention, and that is to run and preserve your body. So while you're sleeping, what a better time for it to run and preserve your body. So make sure you're getting plenty of sleep. There's plenty of books out there about it. There's plenty of scientific evidence at this point, tons of data. So make sure that you get a good night's sleep. That's going to be the main way, I think, that you're going to be able to have really good health. And if you get good sleep, this is also going to lead to being more productive. You're going to have focus. You're going to actually be able to focus on what you want. Because if you're tired all day, chances are your mind is going to wander to the negative and you're going to be focusing on, oh, I need to get rest. Oh, I need to do this. You're going to think I need. And you're going to do everything out of necessity. However, if you get a really good night's sleep, you'll do things out of possibilities. You'll think, wow, I have so much time to create this. I intend to do this. So you'll be able to set really good intentions and do things out of creation instead of away from something, or do it out of necessity. So health is most important. The next thing that I think that is really important to have in your long-term success plan is relationships. Because the people you let in are the people who are going to see you achieve things that you possibly never dreamed of achieving. So have people around you that support you and push you to be a better person. Now, we always think we have a lot of supportive people in our life. However, just do a quick inventory and think about it. Are the people around me, are they really helping me be who I want to be? Not necessarily who you are now. However, are the people in your life, are they going to help you actually become the person that you want to be when you achieve your goals? Because that's the thing about success. We should be really detailed in what we want. And we can act as if we have something. So if we know what we want to see, what we want to hear, what we want to feel, what we want to do, what we want to be, what we want to have when we actually achieve our goals, are the people around you, are they going to help you get there? And are they going to support you when you get that? You can think about that. I'm not saying you have to cut people out of your life. Just consider that for a moment. Are the people around you, are they really going to be the ones to support you in the long term? Because we're talking about a long-term success plan. Some people, they come into our life so we can do specific things. Maybe me as a trainer, I teach someone how to do hypnosis. I teach them how to do NLP. Maybe after the training, they want to continue a professional relationship and have me help them along the way. Or maybe they take the training and they go on their own, they're self-sufficient, and they don't need me. They don't want to speak to me anymore. They don't really need me to mentor them in any way. And that's fine. Maybe I came into their life for a certain reason. So you need to decide, people in your life, what reason do they serve? What's the purpose of them being there for you? I'm not saying that you want to only take from people. Of course not. You want to give and you want to receive. So the people around you, are they giving you something, or are they only receiving? And are you giving things to these people and also receiving things from them? Because that's how relationships are beneficial, when things go each way. Each person is taking responsibility for their results. So if you're the kind of person, if we look at it, we're in charge of our mind, and therefore we're in charge of our results. And the other people that we're around, they're also in charge of their mind, and they're in charge of their results. So why not be around people who understand these types of things, who think like this? Because why would you want to be around someone who's constantly blaming, someone who's saying things like, oh, you make me feel this way, where they're totally at effect. They have lots of excuses or reasons why they're not achieving success. So be around people that want to further along your goals, who will help you in your goals, who will support you in your goals. This is something that's really important for long-term success, because there's no such thing as really being self-made. Everyone got so much help along the way. Yes, a lot of entrepreneurs, are they going to be self-made, let's say, compared to other people? Sure. However, they had mentors. They collaborated with people. They read books. They got information from people. There's really no such thing as being self-made. We need lots and lots of relationships to help us achieve the success that we want. And if we have those relationships, we're going to be able to achieve success in much less time. So for example, why not have relationships with people that they do things in an excellent way that you want to do? And then you can model that person. You can see how they actually do it. What do they think when they do it? What motivates them to do it? How do they get feedback? If you're around those type of people, whatever maybe took them 1 year, it's going to take much less time than that. Maybe it'll take you 3-4 months. It'll be at least 50% less. So hang around people that are going to encourage you and support you and even teach you different things. They'll share their success with you so you can achieve it much faster. And the third thing that should be really in any long-term success plan is investing. So the easiest way to get more results is to continually invest in yourself. And I have a whole episode on this podcast about investing in yourself. And one of the main points that I like to share, a lot of people think, well, how should I invest in myself? Really think about the information that you want to take in. Me, for example, I'm always fascinated by how people think and how I can talk to people to influence and persuade them so I can win and they can win. So I can give them information. So I invest in myself by looking at a lot of different sales trainings and things like this, and how I can personally mentally program my mind to optimize my results. So it's up to you how you actually want to invest in yourself. However, you as a person, that's the one investment that you can guarantee. I know a lot of people, they want to guarantee results. They'll even come to me, hey, can you guarantee if I do hypnosis that I'll quit smoking, or that I'll lose weight, or that I'll make money? I can't necessarily guarantee that's going to happen. However, what I can guarantee is if they listen to everything I say and they focus on what they want and they take action, then I can guarantee they'll get the results that they're thinking about. So yes, I can guarantee in a way that someone's going to achieve the result they want if they actually focus on it. So if you invest in yourself, if you're investing time, money, and energy into things that you want, that's the one investment that's going to bring the biggest results for you. So taking small and large risks along the way on your long-term success plan, that's how you're going to achieve results. I was reading a Facebook post the other day, and this person, I believe, is in the fitness space. However, they said over time, I forget how many years, they had taken many different online coaching programs for their personal development, for their business, and they were talking about how different ones got huge results for them, how different ones got some, and how others, they didn't get results from them. However, what I thought was interesting was even ones that were more of a high ticket, let's say I think one of them was around 10, 15,000, and they said they only took one thing. They really only went through a few modules, and they got what they wanted out of those few modules. They applied that, and it doubled their business. So sometimes you don't need to always join a huge comprehensive thing or spend so much time doing something. The thing is taking the information that you get when you invest in yourself and implementing it how it's going to work best for you. Because you have different unconscious filters. You have a different way that you look at the world. You have a different model of the world. So when you invest in yourself, think about, how am I going to use this to benefit me and the people around me the most? So investing in yourself, that's the next one. That probably is, of course, health, because you need health to do anything. However, investing in yourself, that's going to pay the biggest dividends and you're going to get the biggest results. That's the one investment that you can guarantee that's going to work or not, because it's about the amount of effort that you put in. So it's kind of like controlling the controllables being the things that you can actually control. So when you invest in yourself, You can control something like your attitude, the attitude that you have around it. You can control the effort that you put in, and you can control how you think about it. So when you invest in yourself, you're controlling the things that you can actually control. And then you can filter out everything else, implement what you learn when you invest in yourself, and I'm sure that you can get results. If you ever want to invest in yourself in one of my trainings through hypnosis or NLP, then go ahead and reach out to me. The fourth thing that you want to have for long-term success is you want to have your mind. So the inner work that you put into your mind, it's much easier than you think. And if you put effort into your mind, then it will help you find success. This is because the unconscious mind, it wants to create new programs that are beneficial for you. The unconscious mind, it doesn't want to stay stagnant. It wants to see good. It wants you to achieve things. And once you achieve things in one area of your life, it wants to see that everywhere. So there's many different ways that you can put effort into your mind. Of course, I think the easiest way is through hypnosis. Someone just reached out to me. They wanted to do a session. So I did a session with them, and they told me right after the session, they were then working with a few new clients, and that's what we were really focusing on during the session. So if you actually focus on what you want during hypnosis, there's going to be plenty of suggestions going into your unconscious mind to help you focus on that so you can actually get what you want. If you do something consistently, like put in effort on the inner work, put in the effort in your mind, the thing it's going to do, it's going to make everything easier on the outside. It won't feel like you have to work as hard because you're thinking differently. You won't see many obstacles or challenges. You'll see them instead as possibilities and opportunities. You won't have to get up early and grind all day and hustle. It'll be easy for you. Things will be more easy and effortless. These are some suggestions I always give. When you think like this, it'll be easy and effortless for you. And success can then be more automatic and natural for you. So when you put the effort into your mind and you have your mind right, then essentially you can achieve anything that you put your mind to. If you believe it, if you have beliefs that you can actually achieve what it is you want and you can achieve all your goals that are part of your long-term success plan, then success is going to be easy, effortless, automatic, and natural for you. The mind is probably the most powerful thing in the world that you have. So why not optimize it for success? And it's not something that's difficult. Because your unconscious mind, when you create change at the unconscious level, it happens fast. It's quick. Because the unconscious mind is where all learning takes place. So if you do something like hypnosis and you have direct access to the unconscious mind, those suggestions that you get or you give yourself, they're going to connect you to the resources that you already have in yourself. And those resources you have in yourself, they're there for you to achieve. You already have everything inside of you to achieve. It's just a matter if you see it or you listen to it or you feel them or not. Many people, they learned limitations throughout their life, myself included. So it's up to you now to put in the work in your mind so you can have long-term success. You can be limitless again. You can connect to all the resourceful resources in your mind that are inside of you and let your unconscious mind do that easy work for you so success is much easier. So if you want to have long-term success, you need to continually update the programs in your mind because along the way too, you're going to find new challenges, new opportunities, new possibilities. And so the good thing is once you stretch your mind and look at these new possibilities and things like this, it won't want to go back to where it was before because the mind expanded. So you'll get to continually over time with your long-term success plan, expand your mind over and over again. And this will bring you more and more results. And the last thing that I think is really important to have in your long-term success plan is flexibility. flexibility of thinking, flexibility of behavior, flexibility in the way you do things. You are always going to need more than one way to get to your goals. If you're not flexible, then you're more likely to get stuck and not achieve your goals. If you are flexible, then it'll be really easy for you to pivot and try new things and do things in a different way. So you need to be really flexible in your thinking, in your behavior, and all of that. So one example is, let's say we're communicating with someone and whatever we're saying, it's not working from them. So us being a person who wants long-term success, we're going to need to go, maybe I need to communicate this in a different way to this person so we can get the results that we want. So if you're flexible, anytime you're communicating with someone or doing something and noticing you're not getting the results that you want, take this as feedback. It's not failure. Take it as feedback, apply the feedback, be flexible, and then you'll be more likely to get what you want. So flexibility of behavior is really important. And this is one of the main things that I teach in my trainings, is that the person with the most flexibility of behavior, they actually control the system. They control the behavior. And this also goes into our state. If we can go into a bunch of different resourceful states and we're flexible in how we feel, then this will also allow us to influence ourselves to get success and influence others to get success. And that's one of the biggest things about success, is if we can help enough people get what they want, then that's going to bring us more success than we ever thought of. So definitely be flexible in your behavior. Thanks so much for listening. These are the 5 different things that I think are really important for long-term success. So we have health, relationships, investing, your mind, and flexibility. Wherever you're listening to this podcast, go ahead and leave a review so we can really help get this podcast into the minds of many, many people, because that's the whole goal, just making the world a better place with this information and however you implement it. So go ahead and leave a review, and I hope to see you on the next episode.